Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing, I've seen a few of these going around on YouTube, and although it's meant to be tagged, I've not been tagged, and I would never expect to get tagged to do a video like this, so I'm just going to do it, okay? I'm just going to do it. So, ranking all the starter Pokemon from 3 to 1 by their region. Let's jump in. Okay guys, let's jump into it so you can see. We've got the Gen 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 8, and then first, second, third. Let's jump straight in. Gen 1, we've gone for Bulbasaur in at third. I don't have any hate towards Bulbasaur, and you'll see a trend later on, but I've put Bulbasaur down in third just because my first playthrough of Gen 1 was actually in Let's Go Eevee, and I never fully played through Gen 1, and I remember getting Pokemon Leaf Green and I didn't actually pick Bulbasaur as my starter, even though I got Leaf Green, so it's a bit weird. I actually think I picked Charmander first time round, but clearly you can see I put Charmander in its second. Nothing against Bulbasaur, I just feel like, I don't know, I just wasn't a huge fan of Venusaur really. Charmander's in its second, everyone loves Charmander. Personally, I'm not too bothered by Charmander. It gets 2 cool Mega Evolutions, which give it to him, but I've gone for Squirtle in first, and basically, I remember playing through Gen 6, and you get to the point where you can pick a starter, depending on, well no, you can just pick a Kanto starter, and I decided to pick Squirtle, and I don't know why, I just really like Squirtle. Playing through him when he gets a Blastoise looks amazing. And Mega Blastoise, I was a huge fan of Mega Blastoise. So for that reason, Squirtle I've made the connection with and actually put it in at first. Similar story for Gen 2 actually, and the fact that I've never fully played through Johto. But this is what we've gone for. Chikorita down in third. It's Chikorita, you know. I'm not amazed by it. Meganium's not that cool. Bayleaf's disappointing. I've gone for Totodile. I know a lot of people really like Totodile on Feraligatr, but me personally, Typhlosion is just such a cool Pokemon. It's so cool looking, and I had to put it in at first. But really, Gen 1 and 2, I can't talk massively about because my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Sapphire, and I feel like I can't really say much about Gen 1 and Gen 2 when I haven't really had that connection like everyone else has, which makes me feel like my ranking's a bit unique to everyone else. So we'll jump straight into Gen 3, but as you can tell, this is what I've gone for. Nothing against any other Pokemon, just this is what I went for. Personally, on what the Pokemon are, like their design, I've never really got to use them apart from Squirtle really, so yeah, we'll jump into Gen 3. This is where we really kick things off. We've gone for Torchic down at the bottom, Mudkip, and then Trico in at first. Trico's my boy. Like, if you guys can see here, look, my brothers went to Japan a few years ago, and they brought me back, oh, I say he's my boy, and they brought me back these cool things. So we got Trico, Grovyle, Sceptile, which are really cool actually. I really like these, although I don't know why Trico just seems so much bigger compared to the other two. It's a bit weird. But yeah, my first game, as I said, was Sapphire. First Pokemon I picked was Trico, and the rest was history, pretty much. I know a lot of people like Blaziken. I never really got to turn to Blaziken. I really liked Swampert. I played through Gen 3 a few times, starting the game again, and it was pretty much always between Mudkip and Trico as my starter. Maybe I picked Torchic once, but I really liked Marshtomp as well. I don't know why. I like the water ground typing, and yeah, Mega Sceptile as well, getting the Dragon type is brilliant. And I can't say enough about Gen 3, it's where my Pokemon journey began, and I love the starters, and I have to rank them. It's as simple as that. We'll jump into Gen 4, Piplup down at the bottom, Empoleon's a bit of a disappointment. I like that it was Water Steel, but it was still a bit of a disappointment. And then I remember first seeing Chimchar, and I was like, that is amazing, such a cool Pokemon. But I didn't want to choose it. I decided to go for Turtwig just because look at that face, man. Look at that face. You cannot say Turtwig is... And I love the fact that it's this little turtle that becomes the giant Torterra that it is, and it reflects how people used to believe that there was a turtle like which carried the planet. And I remember watching a TV show, like it was a three-part TV show called The Color of Magic, I think. If you guys have ever heard of it, let me know. But like it was just, I remember like there's a bit where it was the turtle and then the 4 elephants and then the planet, and that's literally like what Torterra represents. I'm pretty sure. Grass ground. Really like that typing. I don't know why. I learned like moves like Earthquake, and I thought that was really cool. And of course this is the first one on the DS, so I was pretty hyped about this game, and I had a lot of fun in Gen 4, and Turtwig was just my boy. We'll move on into Gen 5 now. Gone for the same trend. Snivy in the top, then Tepig, then Oshawott. Colby, if you're watching this, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm just not a fan of Oshawott. It stays pure water as well. It goes Oshawott, Dewott, Samurott, and I just wasn't a fan of any of their designs, really. I mean, I don't hate the guy, but I don't love him either. Tepig I used as well, and I was a fan of Emboar. Although the fact that it was the third fight in a row really had everyone in a bit of a mess, and Snivy just became this awesome Serperior, like this snake grass type. It was amazing looking, even though Serperior stays grass. I did just slate Oshawott for just being water when it evolved, but I don't know, I never used Oshawott. I never started with Oshawott. Samurott I'm not like super amazed about. Snivy is just, look at this smug guy, look at him, look at that face, you just can't hate it. You literally just can't hate it. We'll jump on to Gen 6, and you guys, you gotta expect Chespin to be at the top. If you've ever seen me on Twitch, Chespin's my boy. Chespin is on my, like, pretty much all my Pokemon overlays. Chespin is becoming my emo. Chespin, Quilladin, Chesnaught. I freaking love Chesnaught. What a Pokemon. I don't know why, I just really do. I love it. I really like this. For me, Gen 6 is probably the strongest gen of starters in my opinion. I love how it affected like the Knight, not affected, reflected the Knight, the Mage and the Rogue, like in a traditional RPG. I really like that. So Fennekin becomes Delphox, which is the Mage. Froakie becomes Greninja, which is the Rogue or Thief kind of looking thing, and then Chespin becomes Chesnaught, which is like the Night Warrior. They also had, so Chespin became Grass Fighting, which was double super effective against Froakie, who became Water Dark, who was doubly effective against Fennekin, which becomes Fire Psychic, which is doubly effective against Chespin. I really like that little. They had the two type triangles, where like they pretty much just destroy one Pokemon and then get rinsed by another one. I really like that. And I haven't got, like, I don't know why Chespin gets hate. Quilladin's a bit of a weird looking. He just reminds me of Morty Jr. though. Like, if you guys don't know Rick and Morty Jr. basically looks like a Quilladin. Like, look it up and tell me it doesn't. Look it up and tell me it doesn't. We move on into Gen 7, which, before we kick off Gen 7, I really didn't get to grips with. Wasn't a huge fan of Gen 7. But, Rowlet, can't hate it. Cannot hate it. Look how cute this thing is. Dartrix becomes like this moody teenager, and then you get Decidueye, which is just a badass third stage Pokemon. Like, literally such a good Pokemon, Decidueye. I love it. Grass Ghost, amazing typing. Poplio, I'm currently playing through Ultra Moon. I've got it actually right here, and I've just got my Primarina, which is a super cool looking Pokemon. But yeah, look at that. Primarina's so sick looking. I love it. And I just wasn't really a big fan of Incineroar. Like, I get why Incineroar was put into Smash, but like, I would have liked it to be Decidueye. But we already had Decidueye in Pokken, and out of Incineroar and Primarina, Incineroar's like the wrestler, so makes sense. I haven't actually used Incineroar in Smash, but still, I get it. But I wasn't a fan of that line. I was a fan of Poplio more. And now we're getting into Gen 8, which obviously this is only based off of the first stage. We don't have anything else, so I've decided to go for, there you can see it, Grookey. You can see since Gen 3, basically grass. I just love the grass type. I don't know why. It's a terrible type. It's got the most weaknesses, but I like it. I like my boys, my underdogs. I don't know why. Rowlet, Grookey. Sorry, it's just so. I cannot wait to see what this thing evolves into. I really am rooting for it to go into either grass, psychic, like be a really smart like 8 thing, or grass steel, and this little wood thing that he like bats with becomes like made out of metal, like reflecting the Industrial Revolution in the UK, where things go from wood to steel. So if it becomes a grass steel type, that'd be great. Sobble is like super cute, and like I'm really interested to see what Sobble becomes. I'm thinking it's going to be water ghost because of how it like camouflages, but we could be wrong, and it's like really mysterious. Scorbunny's cool, but I think Scorbunny can be a good Pokemon. Like obviously this one's the most likely to change because of we don't know what's happening. They can really butcher Grookey and it actually ends up getting knocked down. They can make Scorbunny amazing and it gets up to the top. The rest of them I'm not too sure about. Like you can clearly see my love for grass types. It swaps between the water fire types, but like they started off I wasn't too great with the grass types, and then boom, Treecko, Turtwig, like they just kept getting better. Well, not getting better, but they just kept staying on top and being great Pokemon. But yeah, I cannot wait for Sword and Shield to see what these starters become. But there you go, guys. That's what it is for me. That's my my starters ranked. To put them into a top 3 out of these, it would literally go Treecko, Chespin, Turtwig. Treecko, Chespin, Turtwig, definitely. Let me know what you guys think in rank your top, maybe your top 3, rank your top 3 for each gen in the comments. I'll be really interested to see what you go for. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.